tunes. I hear they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
William Tell overture.
we were just in a play that ended on Saturday,
What
and
play?
there was Xanadu.
Oh, Xanadu.
No idea.
Xanadu.
It's like a
70s. It's from the 1970s.
It's from the 80s. Close.
Almost.
Yeah, and then there was a 40s scene in it, and then that was like this was actually my 40s outfit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We had to wear something fancy.
Just finished over the weekend, which was fun. Okay, so next question. Imagine your perfect classroom. What does it look like?
We can give you a minute if you want to think about that.
Sure. So
Go for it.
Yeah.
it would be like, it would have exposed brick. I like the way that looks.
Makes it cozy.
It looks cozy. Maybe a fireplace somewhere. Just because I like a warm classroom. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
My classroom was freezing.
I've talked about what technology did.
Temperature is important.
Most
Temperature-
people
I would
know what
also-
they want in the classroom, not the actual physical classroom. But that's, I mean,
I would want
I'm with you.
cathedral ceiling. Yeah, just so I could like.
you could have just no ceiling. It could be like a glass ceiling.
Ooh.
Ooh, and then
When it snows, my students get too distracted.
It's true.
Or if
Or
it
if
rains.
like- or
It
if
rains.
bird
It
flies,
Oh,
gets
then
too
it's
loud.
not. Like you're specifically you're talking about like technology.
Yeah, well, just what's
Okay, high top tables.
Okay.
I want high top tables everywhere. I don't like students being at a lower level than I am.
I agree.
I want students to be a little bit higher, like in a stool but with back support, so that way they're
Like-
comfortable.
like in our science.
So that way they can move easily, and so it's not just that they're isolated to a single desk, but they're at a table, ideally with other students. And then they can move their stools so that way they can create like a group of 4 very quickly instead of like having to really loudly move desks around.
I don't like desks.
It'd be comfortable. I'd have like I would like I'd like some sort of like mounted projector that I could also draw on.
yeah,
Maybe with a nice sound system because I like music after school. Also during class.
yeah. Our teacher always has music, like soft music
Yeah.
on
Oh
during.
yeah, like do 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 do.
And like we don't even notice until everyone's quiet.
I mean, it's like they were like
I thought we were doing some jam here.
interview to jam session. Let's do it.
It's yours.
How about you?
I'd have to agree with the technology. I've had experience with a smartboard before, and I know you can draw on that, and it's
But it's
great for
not-
geography because you can draw on like the maps and everything. I just have a normal projector that's on a cart, so
That's
I would
what I-
love something to be mounted that I don't have to always constantly be seeing if it's too big or too small.
Like
and-
this?
Yes, this lovely machine right here. And
I have a question about that after.
Okay. And I would like to have. I only have one desktop computer in my class, and I'd like to have at least like I don't know, 3 or 4. I mean, one for each
You want to
student.
have you want to have stations if you can't have a 1-to-1.
Yes.
Okay.
So to be able to do more interactive things, I like using technology and computers and
Yeah.
internet and all that stuff.
Like you said, desktop. Like what about laptops? Like
I would love laptops.
Like we have Chromebooks.
Then that would be pretty
We
sweet.
were actually just
As long-
talking about your Chromebooks earlier.
Yeah,
I love the Chromebooks. We actually haven't used the Chromebooks in a while.
Yeah, because they give them to the 6th grade, and we're like,
Like,
oh.
that in the beginning of the year for only our classroom to use.
Yeah.
But then after like Christmas.
And then
Because word got out.
No, what happened was actually the students did a presentation for the teachers.
And then the
And
teachers
then all
wanted
the teachers wanted them, and we're like, oh, well, why'd we do this? So
Because
now you're taking our
ideally you're
Chromebooks.
spreading out. Because ideally, next year you won't just have one set of Chromebooks. You'll have more.
Yeah.
And so what you did was important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My question for you: did you ever watch, like elections? Like I always watch CNN and elections,
I
and
was
like
like,
Wolf
is that a
Blitzer
movie?
has all these toys, and John King is like they're going in and out. They're like rotating things and throwing them. Oh.
Yeah, like
I
on
watched that and I-
ESPN, you guys watch like the you can pull up like the arrow and look at this great block by this
Could you imagine
defender.
doing that for
would be
battles? Like,
awesome.
That'd be
Oh,
awesome.
that'd be. So
Yes, I want the ESPN
Yeah.
technology in my classroom
Yeah.
and a good sound system as well.
What's one thing you've experienced as a teacher that has affected you as a person, or how has like being a teacher as a whole affected you as a person?
We'll give you some time to think about it if you want.
I think for me, it has allowed me to reach students on a different level. I've just recently, actually a couple weeks ago, organized a charity basketball game. So it was really cool to see the students, who are on the basketball teams and everything, be put in the situation that they're playing the faculty. So there's a lot of camaraderie and competitive edge going around. Yeah, so that was really cool to see. And there's some students that I don't have in class. They get pulled from my class. So that was a great opportunity to get involved and to see them in a different light and see some kids that aren't necessarily my most talkative or the ones that participate the most, but they were really into that. So I think teaching has given me the opportunity to see kids in different light and to reach them on, not just because geography isn't everybody's favorite subject, social studies isn't, and that's fine, but it's still cool to see kids in different experiences.
How is being a teacher? So studying history, I feel like, has affected me a lot as a person. I really do love history. I love learning about different perspectives. And I think as a person living today where you are given so many biases or so many different points of view where you need to really figure out what is true for you, or you need to figure out the best, what you feel is the best narrative, and you have to deal with all these different sources. I think being a history teacher, we're able to kind of teach that. We're able to show things from different perspectives, so that way students can kind of put their own truth to it. And so I feel like it's made me really think about where I'm getting my sources of information from.
Do you help your students with more than schoolwork?
Life work.
Yes, life lessons. I tell the kids sometimes that, we were talking about serious things, we did culture, and we were talking about stereotypes and racism and stuff, and I would say, guys, life lesson, and I'd say whatever the life lesson was. I'm take this with you. This isn't for the test necessarily. This is 30 years from now, you're going to remember me and say, all right, life lesson from Miss Van. So, life lessons too. Not necessarily just where is China on a map.
Yeah.
Ideally, it's hard being a teacher sometimes because you're not just, talking about. I mean, part of it, the job is why does World War I start? That's important, right?
Yeah.
But it's also important to get students to think, and that's not a part of I'm a history teacher, and so a lot of times people are like, well, this has nothing to do with history, but all I want my students to do is think. Just think about something. Think about something for a while. Be okay, taking a stand and being wrong. And then finding out why. And so that's what I'd like to say that, ideally that I'm getting at my students.
What is one thing you wish we would have asked? If you don't have an answer for this, it's okay.
Who's going to win the Stanley Cup?
Who do you think is?
Boston Bruins.
Yes.
Yes.
Number one in the East Conference.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm a Bruins fan.
Yeah.
Red Sox?
Tuca. Yes, Red Sox.
Always.
New England through and through.
Yep.
I don't know. I think you guys did a really outstanding
Excellent
job.
Thank you.
Even Michael, who didn't say too much, but he was here.
He's in charge of the technology over there.
That's a
nice
very
job,
important
Michael.
Because I'd probably break it if I did.
Yeah, I'll probably make it explode or something. All of a sudden they'll be like,
Oh no!
Really fine.
No, yeah, it wouldn't be good. Well, thank you.
thank you.
Excellent.
Oh,
Thank
sorry,
you.
it's elbowed you. Can you do us one favor?
Yes.